Welcome to 7D Dimensional Training. The video you are about to watch is a demonstration of a crystal viewing layout conducted by Christina E. Hight, the creator of the crystal viewing modality.
Hi there, this is Christina, and we're going to be doing a crystal session demonstration, visiting two past lives and her angels today. Right now I have already put the crystals on her. There's a crystal under the bed. I have an amethyst. There's a nice big quartz here at her feet. I actually have, using the amethysts that are in my room, I have an amethyst there, amethyst there, and amethyst there. Big large cluster. I've put the little drivers in her hand. She has 3 quartz on this side, amethyst, and 3 amethysts on this side. I chose to use the amethyst today. I have this nice big one on her heart and solar plexus. I have just a quartz, and then rose quartz to help soften the experience. It helps make it just a little more softer, so it's not quite so emotional. And then I have my CNC things that I can't think what they're called right now. Tuning forks. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grid all the crystals up. This is a really lovely tone. You'll love this. So pretty. Okay, we're ready to start. Now I've already spoken and found out what we're going to do today, and we're going to find a couple past lives of success, and then we'll download that. Try to make sure you're comfy, because otherwise your arms and shoulders will hurt. So. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Remember how when you first came in I said, remember your car? I want you to go ahead and describe your car to me. Like you're walking out the door and you're looking at it. Tell me if it's clean or dirty.
Oh, it's dirty. It needs to be washed.
Okay, now I want you to walk over to it and open the door.
Okay.
And hop on in.
Okay.
Okay, now you're in the driver's seat. I want you to tell me, is it comfortable to you?
Oh, yes.
Okay, now I want you to imagine you're driving down your very comfortable road, like your favorite road. The sun is shining. It's a really pretty day in Idaho. 70 degrees. The window's open. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want you to be able to turn on your favorite music.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where everything that you'll see will be today. So what I want you to do is imagine like a drive-in movie screen, or just a big white screen, or like in the sky, because I had many people say, what if someone doesn't have a drive-in screen or know what that is? So just imagine like a big white screen in the sky that's rectangular.
Okay.
And in your mind, I want you to say, I am now going to visit a past life where I was very successful. And on the movie screen, imagine the white screen again. I want you to imagine, like, they look like little jelly balls and they're moving around. Tell me when you see that.
Okay.
Okay, can you see any colors on those little balls moving around?
They're pink.
Okay, so I want you to imagine one, and you're going to be a little bitty person, and I'm going to be with you, and you're just going to imagine yourself jumping through the little one of the pink balls. It doesn't matter which one. And then you're going to land on the other side, and then we're just going to totally use your imagination and just tell me the very first thing that comes to your mind. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go back to the little pink balls.
Okay.
Okay, now in your mind I want you to be focusing. I'm going to see a past life where I was very successful, and then jump through the little ball. And it's okay if it's just your imagination. Okay, now if you were landed somewhere, would you be a man or a woman?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I want you to step out as you and step back a little bit and survey this person and tell me kind of how he's dressed and what he looks like, about how old he is. The very first thing that comes to your mind.
He's in a brown suit.
Okay, and about how old is he?
He's older. He's late 60s.
Oh, okay. Okay, now this is the fun part. You know how ghosts swish around rooms and they swish through people?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine yourself as a little ghost, and you're going to just swish through that man and come out the other side, And then you're going to tell me if the person's happy or sad and what they're thinking about. The very first thing that comes to your mind. Is he a happy man or a sad man? Or something in between?
Kind of in between. He's content.
Okay. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and be beside him and kind of look around and tell me where you are. Are you in a city? Are you in the country?
We're out in the field.
Okay, what's the field made of?
It's golden.
So maybe wheat or hay or something?
Yeah, there's weeds, there's a tree in the field.
Okay, so I want you to go ahead and command him go forward in time just a little bit. So in your mind, this is what I want you to say. I now command to go forward in time to the next important event. And then it'll go black for a second, and then you're going to see another picture. Okay, what's he doing now?
There's a house.
Okay, what's the house look like?
It's white. There's a porch on the front. There's steps leading up to it.
Okay, is this his house?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and tell me what he's doing there at the house.
He's coming home.
Okay, go ahead and switch to him again. Let's find out where he's been.
There's a office.
Okay.
A business.
Okay, so try to see the sign or ask in your mind, what does this man do for his business?
He writes. There's a clerical worker.
Okay, so someone works for him and he writes? Is that what
No.
No? Okay, what I didn't understand, I'm sorry.
He writes. He does the clerical work.
Oh, he does the clerical work.
Lots
Okay.
of paperwork.
Cool. So I want you to ask in your mind if this man's happy with his job and if he's successful financially with what he's doing.
He enjoys it.
Okay. Now I want you to command to go forward in time to the next important event. Let's see if he has a family or if there's anybody else with him.
Well, he was going home to his wife.
Okay. And I want you to tell me what she looks like.
She's older. She's just a few years younger than him.
Okay. And when he's walking up to her, does he feel loving towards her?
Yes.
Okay. Do they have children?
Yes, the grandchildren are at the house with her.
Okay. So he's basically a fairly content man.
Yes, he's happy to see the kids with her.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually download the abilities and the feelings that you have from that lifetime into you. So it goes into your subconscious and then it sifts into your conscious mind. And what that does, it takes those gifts and it kind of gives them to you now.
Okay.
Since he's pretty happy, successful, he likes what he does, he likes his family, pretty well everything's balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and command to go forward to the next important event. Is he still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's going on with him?
There's a big dinner, family dinner.
Okay, is it a special celebration or is it just a family getting together or what is it?
It feels like a holiday.
Okay.
Lots of food on the table. Lots of family around the table.
Okay, go ahead and switch to him and tell me how he's feeling and thinking about stuff.
He's grateful.
Okay, now I want you to imagine you're floating above him just a little bit, kind of like you would imagine a spirit guide does.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you just to ask, where in the world is he and what is the year? And even if it's approximate, that's okay. Just so we have an idea of where this is taking place at.
It's early 1700s.
Okay. Do you know what country or continent?
East Coast, United States.
Oh, cool. So he's back somewhere in New York, Maryland, somewhere along that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's a real city guy. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take you, we don't need to go to the end of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say, in your mind, I want you to say, I am now in place. I lost it a minute. I now command to go to the presence of my guardian angels and the Creator, or in your mind you can say Heavenly Father, whichever is your preference. And your body will start feeling really floaty. I want you to ask to see your guardian angels that are surrounding you and helping you every day in your life. And their faces should just become crystal clear. And if they're not, just say, I command to see their faces clearly. Tell me when you can see that or feel them.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, and I want you to ask one of your guardian angels to let you feel inside your body their presence. And you'll just usually feel a little pressure or a little tap, or they'll just kind of say, you know what I mean, just a little, so you can feel them. Now, I want you to ask one of the guardian angels what you were supposed to learn, or what the theme of was that lifetime. Like, what was the main theme of that, the lesson you were learning? And they'll tell you, you'll hear it in your head, it'll just be very simple.
Okay.
Okay, what did you get?
He lived in the moment. He paid attention and was grateful for each moment that he had.
Cool. And I want you to ask, did he learn that lesson?
Yes.
Okay, so this is where I cut the cord from that person to you, so we don't bring anything forward into this time. You like to keep your space in this time very clean and clear, so hold on. Okay. For your guardian angels, I want you to ask a personal question, something you don't have to say out loud, but just something you'd like to know about your life. And tell me when you get that answer.
Okay.
Okay, so now I want you to imagine the big white movie screen again. And we're going to take you to a life where you were some form of leadership ability. So tell me when you see the little circles. It's the same thing we did before. Tell me when you have the balls. You got it? Okay, what colors are they now?
They're all different colors. There's yellow and lots of yellows and blues, some greens.
Okay, so I want you just to ask whichever one seems the best to you. Just go ahead and pick, and then we're going to see each one of those little circles represents a different lifetime where you were leaders. So all those little circles represent a lifetime where you had leadership abilities. So you could just pick any of them, and then we're just going to jump through together.
Okay.
Okay, when you land, you're a woman or a man? Okay, so I want you to do the same thing. I just want you to step back and tell me about how old she is, what she's wearing, how she looks. The more details you have, the more present you will be in that lifetime.
Okay. There's a white dress.
Okay.
A big staircase.
So she's inside a house?
Yeah.
Okay.
A very large house.
Okay, so go ahead and just swish through her real gently and find out about how old she is and what, if that's her home, and what she's doing.
She's young. She's getting married.
I thought it was a wedding dress. I didn't want to
Yes,
assume
yeah.
though. But, so go ahead and switch through and see if she's happy about this wedding, if it makes her happy.
Yes. Yes, she's excited.
Okay. So let's go ahead and command to go forward to the next important event and ask to see the wedding.
Okay.
Let's see who she's getting married to.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me about what the wedding looks like. Is it inside or outside or in a church?
It's inside. It's in the grand house.
Okay.
The red carpets and
Oh, pretty.
mahogany wood, and it's in the like a parlor off of that. Lots of sunlight.
So if you go up and ask, are you in the United States again?
Yes,
Okay, and ask what we're at about.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, fun. So you're not far from where you were last time. You must like that little eastern area up there. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and just view the wedding. Like to see if your dad's walking down the aisle, or how it's performed, and who's performing it, and who you're marrying. So just go ahead and watch it and tell me about it.
I can see who I'm marrying.
Okay.
He's very handsome.
I want you to look into his eyes and see if it's anyone that you recognize in this lifetime. It may or may not be.
He's very similar to my husband now.
Okay, but it's not. But just similar.
Similar. It's like him, but different.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and just watch that for a few minutes until you get the real feeling of it. I want you to switch through and see how she feels inside, that new love and that jittery anticipation.
She's happy. She's very happy and excited.
Let's go ahead and move her forward in time to the next important event. So just say, I command to go to the next important event, and then tell me where you land.
She's holding the baby.
Cool. Is this her first child?
Yes.
Okay. Is she happy?
Yes. She's scared, but she's happy.
Is she still living in the same house?
It feels like the same house. If not, it's similar to the other house.
Okay. So I want you to go ahead and command to go forward to the next important event. Let's kind of get her grown up a little bit so we can see what she does. Since this was, let's see what she does leadership-ish wise.
She raises her kids. She according to the people around her, she misbehaves.
Oh, really?
She doesn't do it
The way they think.
the right way.
Okay.
She kind of goes against convention.
That's wonderful. She's just kind of an innovator.
She wants to vote.
Okay, so women are not allowed to vote yet?
No. And she wants to work with her husband, and
what does he do?
he buys land and businesses.
Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead and go a little bit farther. Command to go forward to the next important event.
Okay. She's teaching her children, her son and daughter. I don't know if it's a daughter or the girl who has sons in the womb.
Okay, what is she teaching them?
She's trying to help them see that they need to work. Oh, it's her daughter-in-law. They need to work together, and
So kind of like marriage counseling.
that he can have a partner in his wife and that she can be his partner. She doesn't know how. She thinks she has to serve him like her mother did, and she's trying to show him her.
So she's trying to change the patterns of the family.
Yeah, she's trying to help her son have a wife that can support him in his goals.
Cool. So go ahead and switch through. And does she feel happy about this? Does that make her happy, like getting her family on the right track?
she feels like she's making a difference, that she's showing them how to change, that they don't have to stay stuck, and that her daughter-in-law can have a voice. She can be a strong woman and not just a
Just be I know what you mean.
pretty face.
Right. I was trying to think what the opposite is.
Right. She's beautiful. Yeah, because that's what her husband knew, that he married her. She's beautiful, but he married her because she was smart and would work with him. She wasn't afraid to work. It bothered her that society wouldn't let her do business, that she had to go through him.
Okay, let's go ahead and go forward to the next important event for your lady. Let's see what she does. What else she does.
And she's a lot older.
Okay, go ahead and switch through and tell me what she's up to.
She's happy.
Does she have grandchildren?
Yeah, her granddaughter's telling her she gets to vote.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and download the woman's strength of character and what she accomplished for you right now. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. They just showed me too, like the connection between this woman and you is very strong. I
Okay.
think you even have dreams of her sometimes, is what they're showing me.
Okay.
So they told me to just awaken. Like they showed me it's already in here, the flower and the seedlings, to just awaken that aspect of you,
Okay.
because you're already connected to this person,
Okay.
this other aspect of yourself. Okay, so hold on. Then what I do after I either download or activate, then I send it to all the other cells, to the mitochondria, so they all have the same information, and helps it sift through a lot faster from your subconscious to your conscious mind.
Mhm.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to say goodbye to this lifetime, and we're going to go to the creator of all that is. Be in the presence of your guardian angels and your angels. And I want your body to just be filled, every cell full of light. And I want you'll just start feeling really floaty and peaceful. This is the perfect place for healing energy whenever you want to do, like, just have a healing on yourself.
Mhm.
It's this perfect energy right here of where you want to get to. And I want to ask your angels what her lesson was in that lifetime. And you'll hear it or know it or see it. Okay, and what was it?
She was determined and worked hard.
Okay.
And I don't know the word. She was. All I can think of is comfortable. She was comfortable in her hard work. It didn't.
Comfortable in herself, like who she was.
She didn't go against the grind for what came naturally to her. She just went with the flow for what was true to herself.
Okay, so
And it was comfortable, and she worked hard with what she had.
So I want you to go ahead and tell your angels and guardians, I want you to tell them thank you. And we're going to do one more little thing. We're going to go ahead and ask to go to 2 years in the future. So it would be, I think, 2018, and we are in the month of March. So March 7th, 2018. And it'll be almost the same, except we're not going to go through the screen. You'll just be there. I want you to tell me where you are and what you're doing. So just say, I command to go to that date that I just said. March 7th, 2018. Okay, you see yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you wearing?
White shirt, blue jeans, sandals,
Okay.
flip-flops.
And where are you? Are you still in Idaho Falls or are you somewhere else?
In the mountains.
Okay.
Like,
I know the future's a little trickier. People get a little more stuck on it. But we're just pretending, so it doesn't hurt anything, whatever you see.
Right.
So I want you to go ahead and imagine, just as we did before, I want your spirit to kind of swish through your future self and tell me what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and what you think you're doing there. And it's okay if you're off, so it doesn't hurt
Right.
anything.
I'm on vacation
Okay? And are you with your family?
with my kids and my husband.
And when you switch through, are you happy?
Yes.
Okay? And I want you to just kind of feel the future you and tell me, like, if she's feeling confident and strong, and if she's finally moving forward in things. If she's got some plans underway and they're moving.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to download your future, how you're feeling about everything, to the you now, and that kind of gives you a little thread of light to get you to there. Did you want to be a counselor at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm doing that right now. I'm sending a message to the mitochondria and all your cells. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to experience while we're here? Anything that I missed or something that you would like to check out?
Yeah, I would say, do we have time? We know we have 2 more girls, 2 more babies.
Oh, okay. So,
And then we've been waiting for almost 10 years.
okay, so let's go find out where they are and what's going on. So I want you to go back, command to be back in the presence of the Creator and your guardian angels. want you to ask them to lead you to where the souls are waiting and to take you to your souls. Tell me when you believe you're there. Okay, now I want you to ask in your mind, because all the communication is telepathic. Just ask what's going on with your other two souls. If you get them, and any message that you can from them. Ooh, I'm getting way major ringing in my ears.
Is it a piano?
No, it's super high pitched.
Okay.
Okay, so did you get a message?
One of them, she wants her piano.
Oh, okay. Did you ask them if they have a certain timeline of when they're supposed to come? Because usually they do. And they'll usually tell you the timeline. And if you don't, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting them.
Okay, I got null and void right now. Not they're null and void, but the information for you right now is null and void.
Okay.
So I want you to go ahead and tell them thank you again. Ask if they have any special little message for you. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and disconnect you. You're all there. And it's going to be really.
This next segment will consist of Christina's favorite crystals, where to use them, and different types that she has found very helpful in a crystal viewing layout.
This is Christina, and these are just a few of my favorite crystals I'm going to share today that we use in the crystal sessions. Some of my favorites, of course, are quartz. This is a quartz cluster, which is really good for the head and feet or under your table. And this is just my little Atlantean quartz, which I love. I'd like to get some bigger ones of these if the universe is out there listening to me. I usually put this particular one, it likes to go at the feet and balance out the session. Another cluster is the amethyst. This is the one I like to use under the table, but it's also good at the feet, or it likes to be under the table, really. It really doesn't like it anywhere else. But I guess you could use it probably at the head or the feet. So this is one of my new little babies. I'm just using to kind of balance out the room. It's a nice little pretty piece of kyanite. So I'm using it as kind of like a anchor or a balancer right now. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, let's see. Rose quartz is really good to put at least somewhere on the chest, so the person will have a softer experience. It'll take some of it, so it won't be so emotional. It just softens the experience. Here's some of my drivers. These are the ones, those who've been in class with me, you know I wear these in my pocket, but they also make really good drivers. Kyanite, more kyanite. And then these are the little ones I've gotten from my classes that I use in my drivers also. They're just little heart, what is it called? I don't know what they're called. I know, it's a jasper of some form, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, these are wonderful little drivers. They're running, that one's running away. It doesn't want to work. It's a non-working crystal. Okay, these work really well, just little amethyst clusters. My favorite ones to put, if you're going to use a nice big piece on the chest, you can use a pyramid. This is lapis. Or we have some nice quartz pyramids that you can use. They would go right here, and you always need the pointing to be in alignment, just like a real pyramid. This is a fun little shape also to use. This is just a glass, but the shape, because of the shape, you can also use it right here. We have our moldavite, which is always a fun little stone to use. Love my moldavite. It'll give you other than Earth experience. Another planetary. Well, these are my baby wands. I just love these. Mostly around the body, I use amethyst or citrine wands in the 3 positions. Doot, doot, doot. But if you want a nice little powerful stone in the middle, this spot is really the most important besides the third eye. Always use your power stones. So you can have a variety. These are some wands I picked up that I just really like. They're awesome for power stones. Let's see. rutilated quartz, which I have some more, but I couldn't find right at the moment. This is my little third eye rutilated quartz, and I have a piece coming in the mail I thought would be here today, but it's not. It's about that big, and I'm thinking it's just going to blow people away. Here's some more little drivers that people can use, especially more dainty, smaller people. The drivers just always need to be round or smooth, and if you can match them, that's great. Here's just some abstract stones that you can use. In healing, people like to take the color of the stones and match them with the chakras, but for this technique, that's just totally not necessary, because what we're using is the frequency of the stone connected to the other stones, not connected to your body. So that's why you don't have to match the stone to chakra. For healing and for the body, that's different. And that's why people will use all the right colors for the different chakras. My technique, you don't need to do that. But these are really good for using on the people. You can even use these around the body if this is what you have. Let's see, who else wants to shine? Did I do my meteorite yet? Here's a meteorite. It's one of the favorites I use in class. It's also for just a strange experience. And I just got some tekanite, which, where did it go? Did I put it back up? Anyway, I'm not sure what it's going to do yet because I haven't tried it out yet. I think it went back in the window. Let's see. Yes, there it is. This. I'm thinking it's going to have a very similar experience as a meteorite, truthfully. So I'm excited to try that one out on some brave little person. The tuning forks. CNC to open the gate. And to grid all the crystals out. And then this is A&E to close the person back up. You can hear the difference really clear. The CNC is way more pleasant. And I think that about wraps it up on the little crystals for today. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. For more information, go to our website at 7ddimensionaltraining.com. Please note, all information shared on this video is copyrighted by 7D Dimensional Training, LLC.